Another Brick fan with a Harry Potter set. This is the Talking Sorting Hat. This is set 76429. It was released in March 2024. It has 561 pieces, one minifigure, and cost about $100 when it was released. This is one of 8 Harry Potter sets that were released in March 2024. And it's a large build, or a larger brick-built sorting hat. Now it does come with the one minifigure, which so happens to be Harry Potter. So let's take a quick look at Harry here. Taking a quick look at Harry Potter, you see that he is wearing just black robes, no house colors, so he doesn't have his Gryffindor colors on yet, because obviously he hasn't been sorted at this time. He's also got these short legs, so this is pretty much the same figure, with the exception of the head. I believe the head's different than it was in the boat dock. Then, of course, there's this really nice sorting hat mold here that I think was in one of the first sets when they did the new series of Harry Potter, so about 2018, I think. So it's a good sorting hat mold. And then here's Harry with a little smile on his face here, and this one is probably when he's concentrating wearing the hat. So we do get Harry as a figure here. The rest of the sorting hat comes in 2 pieces, essentially. We have the hat itself, which we'll take a look at in just a minute. But let's start with the base that is built for the hat. And as you'll see here, we have the house tiles. These are printed, which is very nice. So now I've got Gryffindor and Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw and finally Slytherin. So we get all 4 houses. We can fold those back too and keep those at an angle. So it makes for a nice base to put the sorting hat on. It's got these jumper plates in pearl gold along with a couple ingot pieces to make it very nice, easy to put on and take the hat off. Taking a look at the hat itself, it's done in this nice brown. You can see at the face of the sorting hat, and then by moving this top here, you do actually get the eyebrows to move a little bit and the mouth. Pushing it down harder, you belong in Gryffindor. You get the voice that comes through, which is really nice. There are 31 different expressions or sounds included with it. The hat is relatively stable, although there's a few pieces up here, the eyebrows in particular, that can kind of fall off if you're not careful. Looks like there's a tie around the base here. You see in these nougat color, which adds a little bit of character to the hat itself. Looking at the bottom, you can see some of the Technic structure that's inside, and then this purple or violet color here is what the box is, the sound box. If you look really closely, you can see the speaker in there. Now, pushing down here also gives you the sounds. So you can get, if you put this on top of somebody's head, so a small child maybe, or a pet, it's always fun to put this on your dog and see which house your dog would be in. There are some stickers and printed pieces, so there's some printed kind of stitching down here on these curved pieces, curved tiles, and then there's a couple of stickers that are on the outside of the hat just to show that it's been patched up. It's a very old hat, obviously. Was first enchanted by the original founders of Hogwarts, so it's several hundred years old, I would expect. So that is the sorting hat itself. Nice that they do some of these rock work type pieces to do some of the shaping. One of these large curved pieces that is usually used for like a tower, so it's very common in the Harry Potter world to see that particular piece, but of course normally in a gray or in sand green tended to be where that was seen. So let's see if we can listen in on a few of the words that the sorting hat says.
Hufflepuff, Gryffindor. You belong in Gryffindor. Yes, clearly Slytherin. You belong in Ravenclaw.
So there's kind of a quick sampling of some of the different sounds it makes. Obviously, we had heard all 4 houses in there at some point. Sound like a lot. In that case, I think it's pretty random because in that time we heard several Slytherins, maybe 1 or 2 Gryffindors, and a Hufflepuff and a Ravenclaw. So overall, I think this is a nice looking set for sure. It definitely looks like the Sorting Hat. It could be maybe a little bit bigger because as an adult, it's really small. Maybe, you know, on small kids, it fits pretty well. And I suppose that makes sense because they're, what, about 11 years old, I think, when they originally get sorted. I like the shaping of the mouth there and the eyebrows, and it's fun that those move. And I like how you can trigger the sound from either pushing from below, like when you put the hat on, or tapping it from up above to get the sound. The internal build of this is a little bit complicated to kind of get it all together. And I really do like that sound block. So it's pretty cool they include that, and maybe we'll see something similar in some future sets. As far as the price goes, yes, it is pretty expensive at $100 for 561 pieces, so really close to 20 cents a piece, which is about double where I like to see Lego pieces fall out. But I think that sound block is what's really raising the price of this, along with the licensing, of course, for this particular set. So as always, I think if you can get this on sale for, say, 20%, 25% off, which may or may not happen. We'll have to see how popular the set is, but I would love to have seen this set at around a $75 price point rather than the $100 price point it ended up coming out as. However, having said that, I still think it's a really nice display piece, and I think the novelty of the fact that the hat talks is also a really cool feature, and I'd like to see more of those electronics kind of included with Lego in the future. So I hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on the Sorting Hat. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to see more of my content. I've left a link to my Harry Potter review playlist up here on the screen.